Today I'm going to show you all how I make one of our all-time favorites here in TNT. Alright, so the first step for our fried chicken is we need to cut up our chicken into smaller pieces. So there are many ways to do this. I'm just going to show you how I go about doing mine. So what I like to do first is remove the leg and thigh, just separate it from the spine. Once separated, let's divide in half, remove the butt, separate your leg and your thigh. Next, let's take out the wing, move any excess feathers that might be on it. Then we're just going to separate the spine from our breast. Here we have the whole breast, we're just going to go straight down the center. And if you want, you can divide it into, you can leave it whole or you can divide it in two. Right, so we're gonna wash our chicken in some lime juice and water and then come back. Alright, time to season. So we're starting with salt, of course. And we wanna over season our chicken because we're gonna be submerging it in buttermilk and then we're dredging it in flour. So you always wanna over season a little bit. Here we're going with some green seasoning. So if you're not familiar with green seasoning, this is a combination of shadow benny, chive, pimento, ginger, garlic, hot pepper sometimes. It's a Caribbean staple. Right, next we're just going with some pepper sauce. This of course is optional, but this will add a lot of flavor to your chicken. Some pimento sauce as well, again also optional. Right, so you want to massage this into our chicken. Well incorporated. You want to submerge our seasoned chicken in some buttermilk. The buttermilk is going to help to tenderize the chicken, add moisture to it. And for best results, you want to let this sit overnight in the buttermilk, or at the minimum, I would say anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. Alright, so you want to start out with some russet potatoes or good old English potatoes. Give it a scrub. If you want to leave the skin on, you can, like me, or if you want to take it off, by all means, take it off. And then we're going to cut it into a julienne potato, which basically means we're going to cut it into 3/8 of an inch thick, which is a classic French fry dimension. Yeah? Once you've shaped it, we're going into some cold water. Alright, so here we have some boiling water that I've already seasoned with salt. So we just want to gently drop in our fries or potato and let this cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Again, we don't want to fully, we just want to partially cook the potato to help cook the inside so that when we fry it, the outside is nice and crispy and the inside still has that soft, pillowy texture. Alright, so 4 minutes has passed, so we want to take out our fries, or partially cooked fries now. We're just going to place it on this wire rack just to cool and allow all the excess water to drain off. From here, while this is draining off, we're going to preheat some vegetable oil to, I think it's 325 degrees Fahrenheit for our first fry. 325, so we are 321, so we'll just raise the heat and we could start. Alright, so you want to fry this for 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, so once the time has elapsed, you want to take it out. We're not looking for too much color here. Yeah? Again, this is a second step in the cooking process. So get all the color will come in at the end. Just going to gently take it out. Spread it on your wire rack. Allow the excess oil to drain off. Cool down a little bit before we give it its second and final fry. Alright, so once your chicken is marinated, now we're going to dredge it in some seasoned flour. But first we need to season our flour. So here we have just some regular all-purpose flour. To that, we're going in with some salt, black pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, mustard powder, and this one is a secret bacon powder. This is going to help get your chicken extra crispy. So straight in we go. Give it a good mix to make sure it's all evenly incorporated. Alright, and using your two hands, just using my left hand as the wet hand, picking up pieces of chicken, dropping it in the flour, and using my right hand for the dry hand, fully coat each piece. $342, we're aiming for 350. So leaving it on high, it'll continue to rise. Let's check it one more time. Still at 342, but it'll continue to rise. So what I'm gonna do, you could put all in at once, but what I like to do, I like to put in the dark meat first, because that takes longer to cook. Leg and thighs. And I'm just gonna let this fry by itself for 4 minutes, and then I'm going in with the white meat. All right, so 4 minutes has passed. So just keeping all of it to one side. Going with our white meat now. We're gonna let this go for about 8 minutes. All right, time to take out our chicken now. So we're just gonna transfer it to our wire rack. Allow the excess oil to drain off. And then we're gonna plate up. Here for our final fry. Temperature's at 375. Okay, so we're just gonna fry this for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's golden brown. All right, time to take out our fries now. You see a perfectly golden brown color. So we're just gonna drop them into some paper towels and immediately salt them. All right, y'all, time for the best part. Come in, come in. So before we eat, I just wanna want y'all to hear that. Hear how crunchy that song, yeah? What are we doing first? So let me save the best for last. So when you break into the chip, which was pillowy, soft, light, airy, crunchy on the outside. Just where you want on a chip. And a bite into the chicken. Shit. Yo. KFC, I watch out all of Finger looking good. Oh, wow. You getting that crunchy? Well, you had to make this one. Yeah, boy.